Yo, what up guys, Bricks5D here, and I'm currently logged into the Noob to Pro account, and this is day 133. I'm about to give a general account update of what we've been up to in the last 24 hours. If you watched yesterday's video, you're quite aware that we did get Razen Sky Hide. We did finally get into level 60, and right now I'm getting masteries for him in the Minotaur. So that's just that quick update right there. Before this date, we've been hyping Razen, we've been preparing for his coming. We gave him all the books, so by the time he gets all his masteries, I'll finally be able to build him. But there's a problem right now with this build. I did try to build him for this video like I did promise you guys, but I found out that I don't have a banner for accuracy. So that's going to be an issue. Why? Because Razen needs its accuracy. That's his main thing. So can I get accuracy from other places? Yes, but that will decrease his HP stats and his defense stats. That means I would not maybe build him with crit damage or crit rate. So if I intend to build this champion with crit rate and crit damage, I will have to, really get an accuracy banner right there. Because right now, as it seems, if I do perception sets, I won't get good crit rate or good crit damage. So there's always that option. If we finally don't get an accuracy banner, it's fine to build your Rising with perception that doesn't have crit rate, still lifesteal maybe. So that's an option that I'll consider only when we farm the spider for a while and we don't get it. So by the time I get his full masteries, I'll be able to decide whether I will do that or not. So that's the quick update I wanted to give. I did filter for the banner to see if I maybe equipped it on somebody else that doesn't really need it. But the only one I could find for Lizardman was these two, resistance and defense. So we are kind of lacking behind on accuracy banner. Just one is fine, even if it's a 4-star. So that means we need to spend some time in the spider tonight, maybe. All right, that's the quick update for Razen. Right now, I wanted to fulfill the request of one comment that I received the other day, and it's still pending over there. So the comment says we wanted to see the clan boss run, because we've been doing easy, normal, hard, and finally brutal, and finally nightmare. I've not really taken the time to show the clan boss run. I've been showing you the champions that can do it and maybe the final score and tell you the final results, but I've not really shown the run in case you're trying to build a team like that to see how they actually run in great detail. So that will help maybe newer players who are trying to reach nightmare, because I was surprised how I moved from brutal damage to nightmare damage. But I think it was because of Venomage and Vogot. Those two key champions made it really easier for me to do that. Not really Nazana or others that I currently use. So for nightmare that I'm currently beating, I've already spent 1 key today and I did 14 million. To get the highest chest in nightmare, you need 39 million. Yes, 39 million. So with 14 million, that's a guaranteed 3 key for nightmare, which is perfect. And as you can see, I have currently in a clan that can take down nightmare, which is what we've always wanted, so we can get double chest from here. And yes, today at the reset, I did get double chest from nightmare, and one of the item was a epic skill tome, which is what we need so badly on this account. We just need epic skill tomes. So if we can get tomorrow maybe double epic skill tomes, I'll also show that in a screenshot maybe. All right, so let's quickly do the run and see how it goes. I'm currently not put Razen in, so we'll do a comparison between when we don't have Razen on the team and finally when we get Razen built and he comes to the nightmare. Let's see what difference does it really make, because remember, we don't have any champion right here right now who can take away that increased attack. That's the thing that gets us killed the most. And as you can see from this team, you can see Venomage has decreased attack, what's her name, Fane has decreased attack, and Nazana also has decreased attack. But for some weird reason, we find ourselves in a weird situation where the boss is without decreased attack. It's not being resisted. It's just like sometimes they synchronize their decreased attacks and they make it happen when the boss doesn't really want to hit. Like they all use it at the same time, and so that's something you have to watch out for. This team is nowhere near being what do you call it, tuned. So they're not speed tuned. They're all using random skills at random times. But I did build them for the dragon, which allows us to use as high speeds of 200 as we can. But when you are coming for the clan boss, you can't be going to 190, 200 speed for Nightmare. No, you have to go according to the speed of the clan boss. So the best speed I find out for Nightmare is 170. The boss is 170. So all your champions you're building, like when I'm using my Ryzen, he will be between 170 to 175. Mostly because I want him to be one of the first person who will place decrease defense and wiki before others will take a turn. So that's something I thought I should also mention for this team. Vogot is right there for the leech, which keeps the team top a lot. And yeah, let's start the run, and I'll put it on manual. Let's see how I set up the first turns before I hit auto. You don't want them using some of their skills on that first turn. Now, Nazana is my ally protect champion who keeps the team alive most of the time. So Nazana is the MVP. Despite the fact that Vogot can do the healing, Nazana's ally protect cuts down the damage that my team takes by a lot. So I'll start with this kill because, hey, poison, the earlier the better. And the boss is about to take his first AoE hit and second AoE hit. So if I can get decrease attack placed right now, it will mean we will take less damage from the first AoE hit and the second AoE hit. So that's why I like to place it right now. When you choose which time should Nazana place this ally protect, most people will say place the ally protection for the first AoE and the second AoE, but I disagree. I want the ally protect to come in during the second AoE because that one hits the hardest the most. The champions here can survive the first AoE damage because that one doesn't really hit hard. And if I make Nazana tank the first AoE and the second AoE with ally protection, it means most of the HP, the shield she places on herself will be gone by the first AoE. I'm talking about when the boss has started doing a lot of damage now. So I want her to only have the ally protection and full shield up when the boss is about to do his second AoE. So that's how I sacrificed the time over when Nazana places her skill. So that's why you see me doing her decrease attack first instead of the ally protection. I just thought I mentioned that one. But if you're sure that your Nazana can tank the first AoE and tank the second one, I don't want her being the first to go down. That's why you see me doing it, because as long as her ally protection is up and running during that second AoE, will last longer in the battle. I set my Vogot to only use his A1 in this battle. If you do it on auto, you don't set your presets, team presets, your Vogot will be using his A2, which really you don't need. So as you can see, he just hits the boss and he kind of increased the debuff, the turn of these debuffs on the boss, which is what that Vogot does. Of course, poison sensitivity is always useful. I do have ally counter attack on most of this champion, both in terms of accessories and masteries. So there you see them counter attacking right there. So I have the option of decrease defense and weaken. Whenever Fane has the option to go, this is her priority skill. It's not this one, unless decrease attack is the priority. But I prefer to have this one as the priority because it will mean we'll do more damage when decrease defense and weaken is out there. She got resisted for the weaken. We'll come around to it next time. Decrease attack is on a 1 turn. I guess it's not time for me to explode poisons. We are fighting against a force champion, so my magic affinity champion will be getting weak hits. So this is the best time for me to use my ally protection right now when the boss is about to do his big hit. So this is the second AoE that hits hardest the most. So that's this little setup. The person that will be targeted for stun is either what's her name? Venomage or Frozen Banshee. A lot of the time it is Venomage because she's in the middle slot. And I used her as lead because I get a little bit of more accuracy when she's in the lead slot. That's why I used her as my leader. So she will be getting the stun when the boss hits. And Fane goes in with her decrease attack now, which will come in for the A1 when the boss is about to do his first AoE again. Poison explosion. And now I can hit auto and comment as any other thing happens along the way. But that's the little setup I just do, and the rest of the battle will go accordingly. Yeah. she's usually the stun target. Even if it's not a negative affinity, even during void affinity, my Venomage is usually the stun target. And guess what? Venomage will still not be the first person to die. It will be Frozen Banshee. Because for some reason, when Frozen Banshee gets stunned, she's not able to heal up, and then the boss takes a second turn, she goes down. So check out that shield I'm talking about now from Nazana. When the boss takes his big hit now, you see the shield almost fully deplete. Well, he has not started doing a lot of big hits, but if he tanks it during the first AoE, the second one will be almost done and Venomage might go down. We have decreased attack up there again. She wasted her decreased attack. Now, because of the speed that is not synchronized or speed tuned, my Nazana will start doing her ally protection now for AoE 1 and AoE 2. That's why you see me doing it a step further. But if I want to make it happen for only AoE 2 again, I'll take it off auto and make it happen. But if I see something happening wrong when the boss starts hitting really hard, I'll make that happen. I won't let her do it for AoE 1 and 2 because I know that would kill her. That's the second AoE. She still has enough shield in the tank. We're not having enough poisons on the boss because what's her face? Venomage keep exploding the poisons. Counter attack when somebody is stunned. You would think with Venomage on a team, Fane on a team, Frozen Banshee on the team, will have loads of poison all the time. But between the boss stuns and the one that Venomage is exploding, nah, poisons don't stay up 100% of the time. We lost out on a chance to place poison sensitivity. That means this entire turn that Frozen Banshee is about to take should not be able to place any poisons. Remember, this channel is always willing to assist anybody who has any issues with building clan boss teams, with dungeon teams and all that. So all you have to do is jump on the Discord and drop a comment and in the chat, and we're able to look at your teams and help you with any content that you're currently finding it really difficult to, get past. Where did all my debuffs go? You might know how to do it, but you're just missing something, or you're just getting it wrong, and you have all the right gear, you have all the right silver, but you can't just get it done. Let's put head together and make it happen. You see what I'm talking about? Frozen Banshee just take 2 hits and see how low she went down, even with ally protection. No, I don't think she had ally protection on. That's why she went that low. My Frozen Banshee is the fastest because of she's used for the dragon. Or she was used for the dragon before I got Venomage. That's why she is taking off the ally protection. And that's why I want the ally protection to only come up for AoE 2. Is that the first AoE? Yes. So Frozen Banshee is about to take off her ally protection now, and that will keep her in danger. Check out. She took it off. And now the boss hits and she's about to die. And that's the reason why I have to make sure that I'll save this skill. No, I can use it now. I'll make sure that, what's her name now? Nazana only places this. Do I use this now? Yes, I don't have decreased defense out there. Weak hit again. Let's try it again this time. Yes, we've got weaken. Poison sensitivity. Weak hits again. Alright, I'm not going to place this ally protection right now. I'm going to wait. Let's wait. Most times when Venomage gets this stun, she's able to remove it by herself because of that mastery that allows her to remove 1 debuff when she loses 25% of her max HP. So that comes in clutch a lot during clan boss. When she gets stunned, she just takes off the stun. It didn't happen this time because she had more than 1 debuff. So I think she removes the wrong debuff sometimes. Alright, I'm still not going to place this ally protection. I'll wait. Because I don't want my Frozen Banshee dying because she keeps taking off the ally protection at the wrong time. Thank you, Vogot, for healing us. War Master heals right there to the maximum. I'm not doing it on manual. I'm just trying to time my ally protection, then I can hit auto again. Alright, now it's time for this boss to do his big hit, and I'll do the ally protection now. Yes. So, see, this time my Frozen Banshee was not in any trouble. So I think this second hit is the main one you should focus your ally protection on, instead of the first hit. Of course, they are magic affinity champions. They'll always get the bigger damage dealt to them, because negative affinity. Weaken is placed again. Frozen Banshee did not land any poison. Totally resisted, or totally weak hits. If my Venomage does not heal fully right now, she's dead. I think it's over for Venomage. There's no way she can get a turn before the boss can take his turn. Ooh, that's it. So that's 11 million so far. And with the rest of the team that is alive, I think they can do more, 2 million or 3 million. Let's see if they can get it done. Let's see. So once Frozen Banshee gets stunned, she dies. You saw Venomage get stunned a couple of times and was able to, recoup her health. But Frozen Banshee gets stunned, she can't take a turn, and that's the end. So usually Frozen Banshee is the first one to go down. But I guess this time, because of negative affinity, Venomage got a bad rap. Once decreased attack is not placed, the boss does a lot of damage. You see what I'm talking about? I do have 2 champions who can place decreased attack, but sometimes they just miss their turns and then they don't get it done, and the boss takes huge hits on us. Once my ally protection champion is stunned, the run is over. 12,500,000. I don't think we can do an additional 1 million. It's not possible. Fane doesn't have crit damage or crit rate to make that happen. 13 million though, it's nice. It's still within 3 key range for 13 million, I think. So that's the total run, 12 million. I did 14 million in the first key. Because of negative affinity, I did 12 million in the first key. So I tried to get 1 key in for void, and maybe the second key for when affinity changes. So that's the team that got me to Nightmare, that I hope to get all the epic books from now to build the team that we always wanted. With 27 million, all I need now is 12 more million to do what? 39,166. So if I'm watching the run happen and I do 11 million, I'll close the game. If I watch the run happen, I do 13 million, I'll accept that result. So I have to be careful not to do 38 million. So it's still a little bit dicey, because these champions, remember, they were built a long time before I had good gear. But right now that I have new gear and new upgraded gear, I've not changed any of their artifacts or improved on their lifesteal defenses or anything, especially Frozen Banshee. So I think I need to work on her. But instead of me to work on Frozen Banshee, I'd rather work on Occult Brawler. Yes, we do have an Occult Brawler. And if he was already built by now, he will be the champion we would use for this affinity instead of Frozen Banshee, who is negative. So that's something you should know. It's not all about having one team that can do just one particular boss for Void. You also need to build other champions around who can do it when the affinity does not favor your current existing team. So that's the bad part about having a team that is killable. You build more than one. You don't just build a 4-5 man team. You have to have substitutes to bring in place when it's a negative affinity. So I hope to get him fully maxed once what's his name? Once Razin gets to where he needs to be. So I also consider Jarek as one other champion who will get fully maxed also on the account. So while I work on this, while I work on the Rising, I just wanted to hit this record and show you guys the clan boss run, because currently in the noob to pro, there's no huge changes that is going on. There's no new stuff that I needed to drop for you guys besides this request that was specially requested by somebody in the comments, and I thought I'll show it in a video. If you need any assistance with any lower level of clan boss, if you have any questions, remember the Discord channel is below in the description. Join it, or just have a normal conversations over there. We are always there and willing to chill. Share your screenshots, share your champion builds, share your tips with other players, and let's all enjoy Raid together. That's all I have for this account. Tomorrow I'll post on the main account about the Nari fusion, Nari the Lucky fusion that is currently going on. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for that update. Good night, guys.